wanna know I said go slow, but I can't hold back no more. Got a premonition, this ain't gonna be a fling. You make a weekend feel like a year. Baby, you got me changing 24/7, I want you here. I hope you feel the same thing. I want you to be the one that's on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. I want you to be the one on Monday night, Tuesday night, every night. Are you gonna be the one that's on my mind 365 all the time? I want you to be the one to stay and give me the night and day.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hustling Philadelphia on I-95. And let's go straight. He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Basket good. A lot of speed out there, Chris. Should be a track meet tonight. You played in a number of systems. Did you prefer a faster game or a slower pace?
Oh, I preferred the fastest game. That's why I love the West Coast play. Now, you got some teams changing that, especially when you look at Milwaukee and Toronto. They play like West Coast teams, but, I love the West Coast style of play, and I love playing fast. It's a lot more fun for everyone.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Here's Giannis, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Simmons against Bledsoe. Richardson dishes to Embiid.
Got a lot of things to do, got a business I'm a star. So don't treat me like no rookie. Back up, then I boogie. Today, I think I'll pay your way. I think I made a
David Aldridge. Well, he sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the 5. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. They get it back. Goes up again, and the layup is good. And the guys up front may determine, Brent, the outcome tonight. What elements make for a fantastic front court?
Well, nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the basketball to help open up and spread up your offense for your guards and your quicker players to slash and find those gaps.
Clock at 4. Kicks it out to Richardson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Matthews against Richardson. Back to Matthews. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Great feed by the center. Lopez is a solid passer. Maybe one of the better passing 5s in the league.
Harris against Middleton. Harris finds Richardson. Harris, right side. Over Middleton. And the basket by Harris.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Middleton, the bucket on the assist by Giannis.
Staying confident in the paint. Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt.
Speaking Chinese, eating white cheese, keeping Taipei to reach Thai. Hey, don't worry about me. Overseas, so they're talking about me. Talking about my eyes, talking about my vibe, talking about my music. You want? I want the 这个是都没问题。哎，带入进去最高的成绩都不叫问题。哎，嫉妒心没人听才是你的问题。嘿 ，I have a dream, best car sunshine shine in the beginning. 每天 good morning， 都在这个餐厅。California 海边有我不能说的秘密。My girl look alike, my nigga 叫来的 fireball. I take off my shoes and 只为了填饱我肚子 Who I am, hyperware, I don't care 你的 feel 是在乎，牙齿装备在乎，他们排队只为看我们 show
Shout out to my man Headache. Shout out to the No Name Studio. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Whoa!
I've been in game for a long time. Sets me out, that's a long flight. But the wrong guy, she did me at the wrong time. Yeah, hold on. Sets me out, that's a long flight. But the wrong guy, she did me at the wrong time.
Ooh, we don't see nothing wrong. Over here, James Brown. 我的钱包也很胖。 me around.
Yeah, get you some. Yeah, can't wait till I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah, just watch when I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
The action. And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys, and we've got time for...
Well, almost all of them.
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in its center. And for Los Angeles, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And Harrell's in at the center position. Here's Antetokounmpo. Excellent D there from George.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Mark, when you have two teams that are this athletic, what type of game you think you're going to see?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it can lead to guys trying to do too much. But when it's at its best with this kind of athleticism on display, I think you're going to see a high-octane, fun game. No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. And it's George finishing it off.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Bledsoe against Beverly. No good from Bledsoe. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Over in the corner, Williams. Leonard on the wing. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home, Kevin. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Williams against Bledsoe. Misses off the left iron.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Leonard kicks to Harrell. Back to Leonard. Down low. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Shot clock at 5. With the shot. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
You know, when you get Middleton space from there, I mean, he's going to let it go all the time.
Clippers leading by 7. Williams dishes to Beverly. And it's sent back by Lopez. And Matthews kicks to Bledsoe. Leonard against Giannis. Matthews trying to free himself up. And the rejection by Leonard. It's George on the wing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Lou Williams. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The 10-footer, George with the bucket. George has got 6.
And this is one of George's main strengths, a phenomenal mid-range scorer.
Bucks trail by 9.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Passes it to Shamet. Back to George. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And good that time. 10 points for him.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. And the Bucks with possession here. It's a 13-point game, and it's in there.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Beverly looking around. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Outside, George. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks, trailing by 13.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Right side, Green. Pass to George. George double teamed. Back to Green. The pass to Shamet. 6 to shoot. The tray. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Giannis, and JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. From deep, Giannis. That shot misses. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly is
the worst I've ever heard was Marut.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Bucks, Antetokounmpo is out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Ilyasova. Then there's Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the third youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. The Bucks also with the sub. Matthews is checked in. Harrell kicks to Shamet. 5 on the clock. Outside, Green. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. To the paint, and Ilyasova throws it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Clippers leading by 12. The 19-foot shot. Rebound, Milwaukee.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Out to the right wing. Here's Bledsoe. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career-high level.
And for Bledsoe and the Bucks, he's been a great fit, Clark, as a third option on the team.
Yeah, I agree, guys, because it really comes down to recognizing the right spot and right role for you with your team. And Bledsoe himself recognizes that. He says he's the happiest he's ever been since coming to Milwaukee.
4 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Shamet.
And the poise of Williams, so impressive, Kevin. Plays at his own pace. He's never in a hurry.
Bledsoe finds Lopez. Ilyasova in the post. He's defended by Harrell. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Ilyasova. Williams against Bledsoe. Pass to Shamet. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Middleton. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Bledsoe outside. And Lopez throws it down.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Outside Williams. Double team on Williams. Lopez against Harrell. Over Lopez. And it's Harrell missing. Bucks trail by 12. Matthews scanning the floor. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Matthews. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter. Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
Bledsoe outside. Passes to Lopez. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Green. Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. The Clippers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And George has learned a lot and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team.
Korver against Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Well, you hate to give Lopez an easy one around the rim, but you don't like sending him to the line either.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch five. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Got to respect the strength of Beverly. I mean, when he's on the attack, nothing is slowing him down.
Here's Giannis. Makes it off the glass. Giannis has got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And it's George missing. Bucks trail by 11. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there. Reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds. And that does it for our half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard, and it's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Trying to get open is Lopez. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Not lacking confidence in his scoring ability inside, Bledsoe knows he can do damage from there.
Bledsoe against Beverly. Outside Williams. Fires the 3. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Middleton. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers leading by 9. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And Milwaukee has possession. Up top, Bledsoe. Defended by Beverly. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that's 13 points for Brook Lopez. LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
Well, you know, what a season for the Bucks last year. Best record in the East, best record overall in the league. The team cruised during the regular season to win 60 games.
Matthews left side over Williams. Matthews no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. Williams inside the line. And again, no good by the Clippers. Hey, Clark, those 60 wins for the Bucks, the most since 1980.
You know, start to finish, this team was a force. Had a great approach on both ends of the floor. Fun to watch. No glaring weaknesses, and a game plan that works for them.
They go crazy out of my mind, and I think bad when they wrote down. And it might scrape, and it might grind, but you work hard, and it might shine. Let me slow down.